morning, everybody. How's it going? Hopefully you can hear me. Is my mic working? Probably should have checked that first. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. We made it. You made it. I made it to Friday. I'm Jack, UI UX designer, illustrator, animator, donut connoisseur. Speaking of donuts, we're coming up to Munchki Day soon. Munchki Day? Munchki? So if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Unique says I didn't make it. I'm stuck in Tuesday. Please save me. I don't want to go back to Tuesday, so I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Who we got joining us? Let's say hi to everybody. Bliss, Oliver, Unique. You'll have to let me know if you're okay with me using your name. Otherwise, I'll just refer to you as Unique. I don't want to out you. So I guess it goes for everybody in the chat, whose names I know who have different names. Let me know what you prefer to be called. Penny's here, Katarina's here, Sean of course is here. Let's do a little shout out. We'll do a little shout out to, we'll do Sean first. Shout out. Actually, you know what? Let's see here. Oh, and we got Mafu. Call me Mafu. Yeah, of course. Alright. Oh, you're all good with your most comfortable with I'm not private playing real name. I don't know that a lot of everybody knows your real name. So, although now that you're a streamer here on Twitch, maybe that'll be more people will know your name. So, yeah, for those who don't know, we should do a shout out to Steven as well. They're also a live streamer here on I almost said Behance. They're a live streamer over here on Twitch as well. Alright, I'm gonna switch my screen. It's been a week, y'all. I don't know how everybody else is feeling. But it's been a couple of weeks, actually. It's been a time. So we're gonna be working back in Neo, for better or worse. Today, this is where we kind of left off. And, caption spelled Sean, S-E-A-N. Well, you know, it's like when you go to Starbucks that you tell them one thing, but you know, there's a million ways to spell something. Penny's saying, I feel the month has gone faster than January, but still not a vibe. Yeah, I feel that. Rough week, that's for sure. It's, yeah, we're all making it. But we're here, we're gonna have some fun. We're working on the Bingsu character, and what I thought we'd start, so this is where we left off. And you know, I don't have my window full screen because I'm going to start actually in Illustrator. So this is where we left off with our little friend here. I have to remember all of the commands now. To rotate around, move around this camera. The camera is throwing me off a little bit. But there's our character so far. And this is based off of a sketch that I did. Where is the... I know there's a way to reset the camera. There we go. And it's based off this character I did some sketches of. We're going to start in Illustrator today. And we're going to make an SVG. And we're going to export that out and import that into Neo so we can play around with it. So, Sean. Now everybody's doing all the spellings. And yes, I think I saw a couple people mention that I'm an affiliate now. So these, as we're going along, we are going to do a stream. We'll make some emotes. Yeah, we have to talk in the chat about Jack emotes. Yeah, so really the only reason I care about being an affiliate is that so I can make emotes. That's all I care about. So we're gonna need to have a donut. We're gonna need to have, there's been a request for an Al emote. So, what? Oh, I wish I could see the ads, but I can't actually see the ads. Can you see it? Oh, is our ad done? I think our ad's done. I'm sorry about the ads. I thought when I became an affiliate, I'd at least be able to see when they were happening, but apparently you can't, so that's cool. Anyways, we need some emotes. Sean doesn't have any ads yet. Okay. Well, that's confusing. Anyways, we need to have a donut. An Al was requested, Alphonse. And I want to do a Yoann Turpin. There was a request for a Yoann Turpin one too. So those are all we got so far. If anybody has any other ideas for what we could have, feel free to throw them in the chat. Still going here, watching on YouTube. Oh yeah, my first Jack ad. What is that? What is that? That's a cute emote. Donuts. Yeah, we definitely are gonna have a donut for sure. Anyways, so we're over here in Illustrator, and these are the this is the character that I'm creating. This little guy. So we're gonna. This is obviously a sketch, so we're not gonna use this. But well, actually, maybe we could. But we're gonna make the face. I'm gonna do the face in here, and then we're gonna bring that over as an SVG into Neo. So I'll probably start with this. Also, we haven't talked about or figured out colors yet. So you know what? I'm just gonna take this whole character, and we're gonna make a new artboard here. Let's go to our artboards. I'm gonna duplicate this artboard. Alright, great. Oh, thanks for moving it over there. Appreciate you. Illustrator has the most wild thoughts about where my artboard should live. I want everybody to know that. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, this way. There we go. Alright. Alright. I want to just basically work on this artboard and make some decisions. So we're going to make some decisions on colors. And then we're going to make some decisions on the face, the facial expression. Oliver's saying, yeah, the thing that says how long the ads are when they're finished, etc. is almost always wrong. I don't even see that. I'm looking for that. Ceramapes! Everybody, oh my gosh, I have so many shout outs to do. Well, let's do unique right now, because we said we would. So everybody go follow. Do a follow. But Ceramapes also a streamer. I don't know if Sarah's if you're planning on streaming here on Twitch, or if you're just gonna you're just chilling. Chilling out with the streaming for the time being. You have to let us know. The banana for scale, yeah, that was a part of the. So this was a domestico course, which are like they have like courses that you can do, like art courses that are relatively inexpensive and not a huge time commitment, and that's what I was kind of using this was actually to learn Blender, and obviously I failed miserably at that. So now we're here and we're working on this in Neo. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say hi to Stian. I see Stian in the chat. Everybody's saying hi to Sarah. Alright, let's see, I'm gonna delete all this. Yeah, banana for scale. So that was a part of, they wanted you to include an object for scale. And I obviously put way more effort than I needed to in drawing the banana, to be fair, so. Okay, so colors. Do we want this to be like super realistic, or do we want this to be kind of like fantastical? Because it would just be like white, you know. All right, let me just pull some colors. I saw we were working on Facebook and Instagram, and these are so cute. Well, that was the goal. That was the idea. They were supposed to be cute. Let's start with sort of like what I'm gonna call the stereotypical color palette for this type of a thing. So we're gonna have the purples, we're gonna have the pinks, and we're gonna have the teals. And then maybe we'll add go that direction and this direction. Alright, so there's kind of a color palette. It's very sweet. Aggressively so. Jack has a good balance of cute character not tipping into creepy. That's good. The ads are too long to sit and watch and too short to make a decent coffee. I feel like they do that. That's an intentional. Like, that's her choice. You know what I mean? Like, it's a intentional choice on that part. On their part. Alright, so there's some colors that we can work with. I don't love it. I feel like it's too much. So let's go with a different set of colors. I'm gonna do... I kind of like this dark blue. Kind of, but maybe a little not so extreme. I don't even think... Oh, I do have something selected. Something like that. And then we'll go in here. Actually, let's go. And then I'm gonna go purple. I kind of like this color palette as an option. I'm not sure about this dark blue, but we do need something darker. I don't know. Or we do like a green in there. We could have 5 colors, I guess. I don't know that we'll need 5 colors. It's hard to not get caught up in the details though, thinking about what if no one knows what this is. I feel like sometimes I do that, or I don't exaggerate the features enough so they look real but also not. The uncanny valley. I kind of like this color palette. Alright, I'm gonna try this one. I like this color palette. And we're gonna go over here. Ungroup. I mean, you can tell automatically already that like what I enjoyed about this. I like I added even all the details in the background to the ice. We have to figure that out. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this like top part. You know. All right. I'm thinking. We're gonna do a live paint. It's gonna break all of my brushes that I used. I don't know if I used my tablet for this or if I used just stroke with profiles. No, I must have used my tablet for this. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna do a, where is it? It's always in like a weird spot. Yeah, live paint bucket. All right, I'm gonna make a live paint group. It's gonna remove all of my stuff, but it's not super important. We're gonna go ahead and set that to none. And start to put some of these here. I'm just gonna apply these colors and then we can go in and we can change them. I don't love that at all. Alright, let's do this. This purple seems so much more intense. Kind of like that. Maybe the green for the bowl. I could go in here and adjust my settings, so I didn't have to fill each of these individually. Where is it? Maybe not. There should be like a setting. Okay. No, it's fine. This is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. We'll be able to select same though once we have all this. I don't love it. I feel like it's this that's bugging me. Red? Also dark blue? Don't mind me. Hello. It's a work in progress. Oh my gosh. Come on. Now I'm just getting sloppy because I don't feel like painting all that. Alright, let's get rid of all this. I want to get rid of everything. It's going to be way easier for me to see the colors then. Although this, I'm going to add my line color back to clever. Look at Jack not working in the kitchen all fancy. Yeah. I like the purple. I like the two purples here. I'm a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the other two or the other colors we've got going on here. What in the world? Alright, this is also going to be red. Make everything kind of match for now. What happened here? Okay, I see. Okay. This is annoying. Live paint group needs to be expanded. Because I'm finding it annoying. Group this. Alright, we'll see. Let's make this. I just want to adjust the colors on this. Okay. I mean, obviously I'm going to go in and do most of this work in Neo. I just want to get a better sense of the colors. I don't really need this side view. It's fine. We'll just stick with this. You like the yellow bowl? Yeah, I just don't love it. Don't love it. Nope. I just want this. Green scarf? You think it's the color that you like? I'm almost tempted to do like almost like a peach color. I kind of like that. His hands are like electrician? I'm trying to make like, you know, well, my thought there was like, if you've ever seen those mittens that are joined by like a string, that was the idea behind that. All right, here's one idea. Let's try some different colors. All right, come on. My only annoyance with live paint is how much stuff it makes. See all this nonsense? All right. What are you doing? Group. Nope. It like undid all of my groups. Alright. Live paint said no. Yeah, it usually does. Alright. You're all the same color. Let's go something like that. I like this kind of peachy color. I want a darker color for this. I want a lighter color for this. Oh my god. You don't think you've ever used live paint before? Really? I think I like the green. Picking colors is rough. Hey, Bruce. Purple, maybe. Now I'm just like, I like some of these color palettes, but I don't think they're working in their current iteration. I don't love that one. You thought that Bingsu was the name of my dog? No, it's a type of Is Bingsu Korean? Or is it Japanese? It's a shaved ice dessert. So it's meant to look like a shaved ice dessert character. is kind of what we're going for. Not in love with any of it though. And I'm not loving the color palette. And I'm not sure what to do with it. You know? Let's go. Pink. But like not pink. Peachy color. Let's maybe do... try a lighter purple again. I don't know. Definitely doing a struggle with the colors here. I keep coming back to this one. I just don't like the red. I don't like the red hat. It's fine. Let's work on our the face. Oh, Wade's here. Hey, Wade. Let's do a Wade shout out. How's the Neo project? Yeah, we were. So I came in here to I was gonna try and figure out some colors to work with, and I was gonna work on creating the face, and then importing it as an SVG. But we didn't get there because I got distracted as usual. We have to figure out the face. So I kind of have a generic face on this guy. We need to figure that out. All right, let's do that next. So let's grab this. It's fine. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about the colors for now. I'm not gonna worry about the colors for now. I'm just gonna grab this face here. Oh my gosh! If I have to click in, let me tell you, live paint. That was a mistake. Alessandra's here. Welcome. We're actually probably gonna have to make this in a new file. Just because when you're making an SVG, little tip for you. You're making an SVG and you export it, it's going to like keep all of the stuff in your file. If that makes sense. Actually, we're gonna work on it over here and then I'll put it in there and we'll export it out. That's just the face. Oh my god. Copy and pasting that. I'm getting like flashbacks to face from Nick Jr. If anybody remembers that. So I do kind of like the placement of things. I'm just wondering if I should make some changes. Yeah, Penny knows what I'm talking about. Alright. Let's do... I like the eye shape. Let me do a little highlight maybe on them. Or do like a little offset. Let's do a little offset. I'll pull this up. Here. And then we're gonna do a little highlight. Great. Cheeks, don't mind those. I kind of want to add like little, I don't know if it's too much to add little teeth to this. Is that weird? Would that concern you if you're who had teeth? Would it concern me if my ice cream had teeth in it? Yes, that's the question. Don't all answer at once. I'm gonna tell you a little trick here for teeth. I'm gonna do an offset path. First I'm gonna copy this and release this weird compound shape. It's a little bit hard to see what I'm doing, but I've got two shapes here, and we're gonna cut this. I don't know how I feel about the teeth. I think I made that compound path a little bit too much. Let's change the color of it. It's hurting my eyes. Teeth. Come on. It's a bit aggressive. You could scale them down. Just have a few teeth. Are the teeth scary? That art is a logo with the words teeth below it. Yeah. I say that to Al a lot, although now he's got most of his adult teeth, so it's less what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like if we're gonna do this, we have to scale this up a bit. That's not terrifying. It looks maniacal now. Like it looks like I don't know how I feel about that. Have I gone too far, chat? You think it's the side teeth? I say teefies to Luna. I want your teefies brushed. Yeah. The dead eyes from Dark Crystal. Toothless looks better. Teeth. No teeth. No teeth is very sweet. With teeth is looks chaotic. There's an episode of Arthur where he's Nightmare about teeth. I don't know if I remember that episode. Fangy, maybe a smooth semicircle instead. Like a semicircle instead of individual teeth. Or just two teeth on either side. You mean just like literally two teeth? You like the tongue but flipped? Like vertically? Oh, it's time for ads. Sure, why not have a vampire ice cream bowl? Chat's giving me a lot of mixed signals about this one. Alright. Alright, we'll try the teeth, but I am gonna round them out. Although, I don't love these. I feel like they might need to break the border. Totoro grin? Like the scare. That's. I find Totoro's smile scary. Like, is that the point? Is it supposed to be unnerving? Nice work. Did Sarah Mapes share something? Did we do a shout out for Wade? Did we do a Wade shout out? I think we did. So. Oh, wait a second. Wait. What? Stian, subscribe! What? Alright, let me find my. I haven't used this in a while. Yay! Oh, wait, where'd it go? I don't know anything about Twitch subscriptions, so I feel like I'm gonna fail you in terms of expectations. I have to do some research on that. Anyway, we're gonna go with this. I don't wanna belabor it too much. We're just gonna go with this for now. It's fine. So we're gonna I'm gonna make sure that I have everything kind of organized here. You can create your own perks, but the biggest thing is no ads. Oh, yeah, well, that's a bonus, actually. I would find that to be useful. Alright, we're gonna put this in here. We're gonna group it. We're gonna center everything. What happened here? Nothing, okay. And then we're gonna go, I'm just gonna fit this artboard size to the face. Right, now it really does look like face from Nick Jr. Alright, and we're gonna save this as an SVG. We're gonna say Bingsu face. Alright. We'll save it as an AI file as well. Why not? Why not? And then we're gonna go to save as on my computer as an save more details. I think this is all fine. I don't it's fine. Sean's got a meeting. Thanks for joining, Sean. Oh, you expect more Badger? Well, I guess I feel an obligation to my first subscriber to do a Badger emote for you. So we will definitely add that to the list. I'm thinking in the style of, I've always wanted to do, not that I want to like rip off somebody's style, but I think it would be fun to do the style. If you've ever seen, let me find the artist. I think Corey knows the artist I'm going to refer to because I love their work. Kay Powell. Kay does these raccoons that look, they just have great facial expressions. I think we should do like a badger with like a extreme facial expression like she does, or they do. I think they, she. Let me look up. I don't know their pronouns precise. I think it might be they, she, they. Anyways, Kay Powell, yeah, does great raccoon facial expressions. So I feel like that would be fun to do, like extreme facial expressions. You only think you did one badger on my Behance stream? Not that I want to rip off their style. And I don't even think I could pull it off because it's very different than what I do. But just like the, I don't know. I feel like I'm. That's what immediately what I thought of when I thought like badger, with like very, like big feelings, I guess. Badger with big feelings. Alright, you love these. I felt like you would. I feel like they're right up your alley, Yoann. Alright, let's go in here now. We got our SVG and we're gonna import it. Import our Bingsu face. And there it is. I can't. Oh god, why did it put it there? Help. Alright, there we go. But you can see this. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you guys. This is, I mean, it's a terrible angle, but this is amazing. This is amazing. You can create SVGs if you are not a 3D. If you're like I'm struggling. I don't understand Neo at all. Hold on. Where is my? Oh, there we go. Where is it on the thing though? Here it is. Rotation. Okay. 90. Bring it up. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. It's so far away from me. Come back. Okay. That's not what I expected. 45? Alright. I know if I hold down shift, I can rotate it in increments. There we go. Alright, there we go. We're rotating it around. I want it. There we go. One more. Alright, so now, come on, camera. Oh my god, you guys. Why is the camera auto-rotating? Help. Help. Why are you doing this? Why? Is it because I'm too far away? Okay, come on. Come on. Why? Why is everything a struggle? The probably because you turned some kind of camera snapping on. How do I turn it off? Make it stop. Oh my god. Perspective. I'm gonna just change it to perspective for the camera type. Alright, but you can see now I've got my little face in here, right? So I didn't have to draw all these. The point of all of this that I wanted to get to is I didn't have to sit here and like draw. Oh, that did a weird thing when I scaled it. Why did you get rid of my shapes? Which is very handy. How do I scale it without doing weird stuff? Don't do weird stuff. Come on. I'm like losing part of the extrude. Or the shape. Like part of my shape is disappearing. Anyways. I don't know why that's happening. I might need to scale it down elsewhere. But you'll be confusing like that always. Always. So originally I had it on the bowl. obviously we're gonna run into the same issues that we've been having, which is that these planes don't exist together, right? Also, you move it over. It's gotta be on the side of this. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't understand the 3D. I don't understand the... I still haven't figured out, like, what is up and down in Neo, admittedly. Like, the controls on this widget that I think do what I think they're gonna do, don't do the thing that I think they're gonna do. Like, this rotates that way, this rotates up and down, this rotates to the side. Hard to say. Alright. It's fine for now. We're gonna scale it up. Originally, I had this on the bowl, is what I'm trying to get at. Like so. I don't know if that... And also, yeah, like you saw there, I could manipulate these individual points. I don't want to do that now, though. Oh my god, just select the whole thing. Thank you. Make this longer again. One of these days I'm gonna get this right. One of these days. Why is it sideways now? Like, I don't understand the controls. Alright. So originally we had it like this on the bowl. Let's go take a look again at this in... It's not great. It's not great. The question becomes, do we add it to the top? And if we add it to the top, then we have to change kind of the way that we did the top, because we won't be able to have the stuff up there. And also we want to blend this with the bowl. Lots of decisions. Tony had a great idea to put them in the corner so you can see them. The what in the corner? I'm not gonna lie. I started watching Tony's video, and I got 20 minutes into it, so I did not get a chance to finish it. So, unfortunately. Alright, let's zoom back in here. I want to figure out what's going on with the SVG, because I think that's what you guys are most excited for. So you can see, I pulled it in, and I have some options here. When I click on the group, I can also adjust these kind of individual shapes. And I don't know how to get the... Let's pull this to the front again. I'm trying to get these highlights to come back. Where's this? Okay, here's this. I want to bring this to the front again. And pull it forward. There we go. So you can... I think this is going to be a really cool way to, like, create... Remember when I was struggling with the, like, shape of the scarf? This might be a way that we can, do that. Like, I'm tempted to, like, remake the scarf. So we can create, like, these more... I was like, I wish I had a pen tool to just, like, draw the shapes that I need. So this is kind of a way that you could do that. So I can, like, draw... The thing I'm most excited about with this is I can draw the shapes that I want to create and illustrate with the pen tool and then bring them in. Instead of being beholden to, like, these primitives, I can kind of, like, make my own shapes. In lieu of having a kind of a pen tool in the program to do that sort of a thing. Alright, so now we can pull these forward. Now we've got our highlights back. Yes, this is working. You guys, it's working. I think when that happens. Nope, nope. What are you? We don't want that. Alright, let's delete that. And we can also play with, I think that the blending is going to really help with this as well, perhaps, to make them look like they're sat on the surface. But the nice thing is now I can go in here and I can like get these to actually fit better on the surface of our bowl. So it doesn't look so wild. I find it much easier to move the shapes individually than together, I must say. It's way easier to work with. Alright. And if we go here, that's what I want. I don't want the eyes to be standing out so much. Can I group these? Can I group you? No, come on. Large one, small one, small one. Oh no, why'd you do that? Group? Oh, I can. Alright, that's helpful to know. Alright, let's group these. Group. That's gonna make it easier for me to move things around. Group. I don't know what it is about the widget in this, but I find it difficult to tell when I'm moving. Probably because it's jumping around so much. Like, you see the struggle? It's like doing weird bits of snapping. I don't love. Let's move this, and then I want to move it down. The struggle. It also is like my accessibility tools are messing with the zoom in and out. Alright. Just ask them nicely. You know? I should. Please come back. Highlights. Where'd you go? I would definitely recommend if you want to watch somebody who knows what they're doing in Project Neo. Oh, okay. There's an ad, so I'll wait to tell you that until after we're done. Maybe. I have no idea if y'all see the same ads at the same time. So that's fun. Oh my god. You see, this is what I need, like, the help with that, like, auto-snapping. Like, you could help me out here a little bit. Snap to the surface that I want you to snap to. I'm sorry about the ads. Are they at least relevant? I have no idea. I feel like the eyes are kind of wonk. I don't know what I did. I need to move this eye up. If you want to watch, anyways, my point is, if you want to watch somebody who knows what they're doing in Project Neo, I would watch Tony's stream. All right. Yeah, I do want to go into that group, but I want to edit this group. Okay, let's bring this up. Bring it back out. Bring this up. Bring it back out. I don't know how to, like... Yeah, this is fine for now. We're just trying it out. But my point is, it would have taken me probably a lot longer. Oh my god, the accessibility tool. I need to change that shortcut. It's going to drive me crazy. What is that? Alright, we made a random shape out there. That would have taken me a lot longer to figure out how to do with my limited abilities. Oh my god. Wade accidentally put a... I actually have no idea if you can hear me yet. Or if there's still Wade's endorsing apartments.com. So I can't tell if there's an ad playing. This is so annoying. Like, I feel like that's the basic that, like, they could tell me. Like, you could tell me if an ad is playing at the least. Twitch. No ads at the moment. Wade's side gig. I think that Wade has better things to do than promote apartments.com. But, I mean... Alright, so we can now scale this up. I'm probably gonna mess everything up when I do that. That actually... That was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, let's put it back into place. Alright. So, anyways, I think this is a really cool way to bring in shapes that you create in... Is there another ad? Oh, the lighting? Oh my god. It's like the sun coming through. Oh my god. What is happening right now? I am... I can't.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't work at all. Wait, it is working. Hold on. That's amazing. So I sit next to this window, which is great most of the time, but not today. Yikes. Thanks, Corey. Health bar restored. Alright. Anyways, I'm wondering if for the sauce, we can use a path. We started to play with the idea of like using the subtract to create that shape. I'm wondering if we I have to think about this. How can we create, what's the line that we need to create in order to create that shape in 3D? You know? I don't know what the answer is. I have to think about it. So we're trying to create this. And with our newfound knowledge of SVGs and how we can bring in those paths, how can we create a shape like this and bring it in? Can we do a revolve? No. Don't judge me. I hear Corey's giving me, what shape? This shape. This blob. The idea that we played with last time was, I think I have everything hidden, was to create like, wait, how do you see hidden stuff? Do you just have to find it? Just to find it on your artboard? Was with the, what about a sphere with a mask? Is that a thing you can do? Well, how do I show these again? I like hid these. How did I do that? Okay, here's a bunch of hidden shapes. How do I make them visible? Hello? Puff a circle, umbrella noodles. Where in the world is the, like, I know that I, like, hid these. And it was very easy. Toggle visibility? What is happening? What is happening? Where are you? Where are you, shapes? Alright, let's just look at our layers panel. Where? Oh, here, wait. Hold on. Okay, so we played with this idea. Because you can carve, you see how I have like carved? You can like carve shapes out of other shapes. So we play with that idea, but I don't think that's gonna be like enough. You know what I mean? Like it would take, I would have to like go through, I have to like make the top, and then I would have to use a bunch of little spheres. But even then I'm gonna end up with weird edges, like unless I can figure out how to like properly blend them. You can like blend them, but like I feel like they're gonna it's gonna all fall apart. I have to scale this down a lot more. Nope, not that. This one. You like how the floating chocolate has like a wig? Well, this was the idea we were playing with the last time. And I never really felt like, I felt like it was going to be a lot of trial and error. Like, let's duplicate this and we pull it over. Like, we can sort of get there. I don't know, that might end up being the best option. I was just hoping that there would be a solution that was like, you can create the path that you want, and if there was a way we could make it but I guess not. It's fine. We can do it this way. So a helmet for Mr. Bingsu? Well, we're working on it, and we could also use, I guess if we wanted to, we could use cylinders to like pull the pull it down. Here, let me show you. So we'll make this add. Oh no, I don't like that. No, we're not going to do that. We'd have to just use this shape and like carve out of it. I don't see another easy way. Is there a pen tool? No, there's not. There's a pen tool. The pen tool is using Illustrator and bringing in the SVG pad. Wait, saying model it in ZBrush and slash Blender and import as an OBJ. JK. No, I hate Blender. No, it's fine. There's no OBJ import currently. It's a good idea to just do that part separately, but there's no OBJ import currently. There's no OBJ import or export. You can import an SVG. That's the only kind of option that you have. Wade says, what? No OBJ import. No, import or export. Are you in food preservation? Corey's kind of, yes. Could you do it as a color? Not sure. I saw Andrew make those real marks on a hot dog. We could do it in color, but like, I wanted it to be like a separate piece. Cause it, you know, like it's meant to be like a separate piece that sits on top, like a separate material. Sorry, that's borderline basic 3D at this point, shocked. I don't know if this is... I'm not sure if this is real 3D. I don't want to be like... I don't know if this is real 3D or if this is like Illustrator 3D. Hard to say at this point. So that might be the limitation of why OBJ import and export hasn't happened yet. I don't want to like, I don't know that for sure. I don't really know how Neo's working under the hood. We might just be beholden to weird blobs. So, I wish I was hoping that I just can't think of a way to like bring this in as a path and like create it. I feel like just if I did have the ability to just kind of like pull those down off of an existing shape, but really the only way to do that is by very primitively doing it with spheres and cylinders, which is what we've kind of done here. Sadly, I think that's the only way to... Also, why does this look like it's off-center? Is there a way... I think we talked about this before, but there doesn't seem to be a way to, like, align things. Like, I want to snap this to the center of this. Align... And there's no, like, align. In any way. Other than the snapping, which sometimes works, and sometimes it goes off the rails. It goes off the rails a lot, actually. Like... Why is the X position of that one's... Alright, come on. Let's try just 0. This is all 0? How is that even a thing? How is it... Alright. We'll just do that and pull this down. This is... It stresses me out. Why am I getting weird edges now? You can't take that ice shape in as a custom shape. Everything has to be a combination of circle, square, triangles, etc. You can, but how would I... The struggle that I'm trying to figure out is it would bring it in as something flat. Does that make sense? And then we'd have to like try to... Like with the other shape that I brought it, these shapes, it brings them in kind of like as flat shapes, which is fine because then we have some modification tools here. Like we could, with these, for example, we could blend these into the bowl, and you know, for better or worse, that looks kind of disturbing. That's Corey's enjoying that. But like you have options to like combine or add or subtract shapes or like revolve. So we could make it like a revolve or an extrude. I don't know that there's gonna be a easy way to like, how was the scarf done? Oh boy. This is like 6 shapes blended together. So there's like the top shape, this shape, maybe it's only 3. It felt like 6 when we were doing it. So there's the base shape, this shape, this shape, and this shape, and they're all blended together in the end. So they're all like the same size shape, and we blended them. And it was a journey that we went on. So you can do stuff like that. I don't know how we would... Our options are extrude or revolve, and we want an organic shape that's neither of those things, because a revolve would kind of just like, if we revolved this, we would just end up with a half circle. And if we extruded it, it would be flat, and it wouldn't, that's not what we want either, because if we want the top, obviously, to be round. So, was it a fun journey? Sarah asks. Was it a fun journey? The only good thing about this is, actually, I was going to say it's going to help with these, but I don't think it's going to help with those either. That's going to be another fun journey to go on, is the gloves. But that's not what we're trying to solve right now. So a group of those donuts standing in revolved. Actually, yeah, so no, we used a donut for this. Also known for those of you who don't like fun as a Taurus. I'm sorry. This is called a shoehorn? Can we talk about that for a sec? Y'all want to call this a Taurus, 3D people, not a donut, but you got no problem calling this a shoehorn? I'm just saying. I'm sure that has a mathematical name that you could have called it as well. But you chose to call it a shoehorn because that's what it looks like. This looks like a donut. So can we call it a donut? Because what's a Taurus? Nobody outside of 3D knows what a Taurus is. I'm still salty about that. And then we got just two rectangles that we've merged together. Oh my god. So many ads. I'm sorry.
Just play some old music.
I don't know what to do. Like they're super distracting. The ads are a bummer.
You definitely need some sort of thing that just plays.
I just wish I had advance notice that like, hey, guess what? An ad's coming, so then I could be like, hey, okay, we're good. We're back now. All right. So Wade has an answer. It looks like it might be nerves-based modeling. Also shocking and no options to edit polys. Here's the thing. I understand it, but also it's frustrating. Like, I understand that the purpose of the software is to be very easy and simple for people to use. So having sculpting tools is sort of like beyond the pay grade, is that what we say, of the target audience, right? Like that's expecting sort of like maybe a bit above the target audience for this software. I don't know. It's tricky because you don't want to make the tool so complicated that like you lose the base audience, which is people who don't have 3D experience. But then it gets really frustrating for people who want to do anything kind of like above basic shapes to like do more complicated things. There's probably new options that Jack needs to check. Yeah, I need to check. Steven is giving me advice about when the ads roll. I'm new to all of this. This is a new experience. So I have to figure it out. This is like Dimension, but for the browser. Kind of. Yeah. I don't know. Corey's enjoying this? Yeah. The drippy fudge belongs in the mouth? I mean, yeah. Aperva, that's where it should go. I don't know, you guys. So many suggestions. Maybe a silly question. Here, I want to answer Bruce's question. Could you make 3 objects and bring those into Neo? No. That's not the, that's what Wade was asking about importing an OBJ. Importing a file that is a 3D file made from an external place and brought in is not currently an option. So, unfortunately, there's not like a way for me to like model this separately and bring it in. I have to just figure out a way to either use an SVG from Illustrator, which I'm sure has its own limitations, or I can create it using this kind of weird method over here. There's no way to like bypass that problem that we have currently. New to me, no wonder it went over my head. The other hard thing is that like once you start to get into like this stuff, there's like this is so many shapes and like individual shapes that it becomes difficult to work with. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, see, this is not really gonna work either because those shapes that were invisible do weird things when they intersect other objects. So this might not be a realistic solution either. Well, I don't know. Oh, now I really broke it. Oh, well. How do I undo? There we go. Alright. Use an expand feature. Yeah. That's what Sion's saying, Corey, is like, can you flatten the drippy object after you're done intersecting it? I don't think so. I don't think there's any way to say, like, make this a separate thing now that I'm done with it. You can only, like, build things. Sean's kind of running into this problem on his stream, too, where, like, he wanted to, create that box and use another shape to distort it. And there's no way to, like, prevent those shapes from interacting with other shapes. That's what you find weird. Sometimes you can't undo. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the risk that you take with this tool. is things can break. Alright, let's group this. This isn't going to work, as we saw, because it interferes with other objects. So we're going to have to come up with another solution here for the chocolate. You could layer it underneath everything as long as it's bigger, then it should still be visible. So chocolate, bean paste, savory, wavy, gravy. It's not. That's what I was talking about earlier with the colors. It's a nondescript. What?
I'm listening to you.
Oh, you're listening to me? I was like, wait, should I be? Did I get a message? It's not really meant to be any particular substance. It was just, I said, should we go, this is why I asked earlier, should we go with more realistic with the colors or more fun? I mean, maybe it's just kind of some kind of sauce. Somebody said it was hair for the character. Hair sauce. Yum. Tasty. Flavor, exactly. I mean, have you ever gotten shaved ice before? I got shaved ice. I kid you not. I got shaved ice once. One of the flavor options was tiger blood. Not tiger blood like... It was basically tiger blood is corn syrup. Just so we're all on the same page here. It's so, you know... You could be hair like the fudgy hair. Yeah, it is. It is. But, like, it doesn't have a... What is purple? What does purple taste like? You know? Or blue. I don't know. You know, speaking of, I learned recently, not to get completely sidetracked, I learned recently that the reason that blue raspberry exists is to make it look different than other berry flavors. So, like, blue raspberry exists because it's just raspberry flavor, but they make it blue so you can tell the difference between raspberry and, like, strawberry and cherry. So, fun fact. Easy. Purple is grape, blue is blueberry. Alright, see, Wade's coming in with logic. Jolly Ranchers would be the guideline for the color and their flavor. Yeah, but if you didn't know, blue raspberry is just because they needed to change the color to blue to differentiate it. Clever's also coming in with fun facts. Grape flavor is repugnant to geese, so golf courses use it to keep geese off of the grass. So they make the grass on golf fields taste like grape? Alright. I don't know what that says about us as people if we're eating artificial grape flavored things and geese don't like it. So, I don't know. Spray additive. You're here with the geese then? Yeah. I can't believe it's 9:30 and all we did was add a face. That's it. That's all we did. That seems to track for 3D work though. This is why I get frustrated. It's things like this. This is the kind of stuff that frustrates me about 3D. And I do enjoy like problem solving, but like I don't know how to make this chocolate sauce and I don't want to spend all of my time trying to troubleshoot it. Like, it's not something that I can, like, it's not like a... It's just a technological difficulty. You know what I mean? Like, I'm struggling to, like, know how to make it. Great, now I'm gonna be tasting golf grass. I mean, I don't know that, like, here's the thing. It may taste... Are you gonna lick it? Like, there's so many things that are wrong there. So many things that are wrong there. Because otherwise, if you eat it, it's just gonna taste like grape flavored grass, which is not good. Isn't that how we ended up with carrots? Originally they were white. I don't know. Were they was the color artificially changed, or was like bred genetically modified? Yeah, it's a grape grass salad. Wait, I'm pretty sure they sell artificial like flavored Easter grass that you can buy at the store if you really needed to get that in your life. I would maybe recommend that. Breeding, I think, but originally like parsnips. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see how if both parsnips and carrots were white, you might be confused. Penny's like, this conversation. We've gone off the rails. I think I'm gonna start working on the gloves in the meantime because I feel like I at least have some control over that. I don't know what I'm doing with somebody help me. I don't know how to deal with the chocolate, the sauce, the blueberry sauce, we'll say. I don't know what to do with that. I'm just gonna leave it for now. Gloves. What shape do I want to start with? Let me think. Probably a rectangle. Let's start with a rectangle. Or a cube, because, you know, 3D. Grape, golf, grass in this economy. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna say anything. But I feel like spending money on golf courses makes sense. Inflate. I've got one for you that I don't really understand. Why is there an inflate and round corners if inflate also rounds the corners? I feel like this messes me up. Like, I can round the corners, or I can inflate it. I think I want this to be flat. Or, no, it doesn't need to be round. Okay. I mean, I guess we do need to inflate it a little bit. I wish I could just, like, inflate. Here's another case. I wish I had a free transform tool that I could just, like, take to the bottom. We need edible Easter. There is edible Easter grass, Penny. That's what I'm saying. If Wade needs his fix of grape grass, they sell edible Easter grass, and we're coming up upon that season. You just go buy a bag of that. I feel like would be a lot safer than, you know, a golf course. It's the creative juice, random. I saw, everybody's talking about eggs. I saw a post that made me laugh. Not that we need it, again, we don't need more politics. We've already gone down this hole, so we're gonna go there. I saw a post where somebody, suggested painting potatoes for Easter. So, like, buying a bag of potatoes and painting them instead of eggs for Easter. So, there's your pro tip for today. Potato hunt. Yeah, and the benefit to that is that if you don't find all of the potatoes at Easter, you just grow a potato plant. So it's fine. Potatoes are the new eggs. I thought it was, I was like, that's a thought. I mean, and similarly, I know that a lot of people make potato salad or egg salad or whatever after deviled eggs like with the color. So you could just make potato salad. It's fine. Problem solved. That actually sounds like ecological advice. It's not bad. It's not bad. You know. Not bad. Like, I need, like, give me a bend. I want to, like, bend it a little bit. Or, like, inflate it in a specific way. But it's fine. You know, like, I don't want that. That's too inflated. Anyways. Let's scale this down. Let's add another shape to this. I'm just gonna copy it, move it over, tilt it a little bit. I want too much control. I'm used to an illustrator. Yeah, I know, and I know it's a me thing. Like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm not trying to like poo-poo it or 3D in general. I know that it's like anyone that's ever tried to learn. Okay, I guess I can't make it any smaller. Anyone that's tried to like learn a new tool and you're already like familiar with, you have like a certain way that you like to work. It's harder to learn something when you already know something. Does that make sense? Because you're already kind of like have like a way that you want to work. And so I know that that's my problem. It doesn't help. I will say this. It doesn't help that my so like I did learn 3D at one point in my life. I learned 3D Studio Max. And I will say that like the sort of method that I learned was maybe not as conducive to like how, I mean 3D's kind of like changed. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't think I learned like the best way to 3D model is the thing. Is there, can I hold down Alt to like scale both sides? Oh, there we go. If you hold down Option, yeah, you can scale both sides at once. Alright, that's useful. This inflate is really messing me up. Scale it down a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the bottom of that at all. Let's undo. It's fine. Let's blend it a little bit more. I'm afraid to do too much of a blend on this because see how it starts to blend with this whatever surface it's up against, and I'm afraid if I increase it too much, it's gonna. I don't want that, you know. So it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it took me a while to get into Adobe Express as well. But again, I would say that that's a me problem. It was not an Adobe Express problem. It looks like a Mario glove. It's fine. This is our first project in Neo, so we can forgive ourselves. The way it's saying, yeah, you're predisposed to how other programs work, so you naturally want to use those processes and methods when learning something new. Yeah, that's my problem. That's my 100% my problem. And I'm aware of that. I know it's a me problem. I know it's a me problem because the way that I work, it used to work in 3D Studio Max is not really, like, it was hard for me to, like, oh my god, see, this is another case where, like, I can't undo the shape. Doing an undo and suddenly I can't. That's, like, I struggled, I will tell you, okay, so I learned how to 3D model and animate and texture and light and all that fun stuff. But, see, what's going on? Did I accidentally move this? Did I move you? And then I didn't do it for a while because it's expensive, 3D is expensive. What's happening? This makes me feel crazy. So, and then when I finally did kind of come back to it, it was all like node-based modeling, and that wasn't like really, like the whole like interface and methodology though is kind of like how it's so Substance works kind of the same way that Maya works that Maya works now, and I struggled with that. And so I just never picked it up. It was never relevant to like the work that I needed to do. I didn't like practice it enough for it to like stick, if that makes sense. I mean, I did a little bit of... Wow, I hate this. I did a little bit of 3D work for, like, freelance, but not enough to where I would, like, say that I kept up with it. And so now I'm just way behind the curve. I don't know if that makes sense. Hold on. Getting messages. Okay, they're not important. Okay, this is supposed to be smaller. I just looked at my reference again. I made this too large. This is actually supposed to be little. Little. Also, sorry if you can hear Al in the background. He's having a good time. Or he was. Now he's sleeping again. Why did this stop merging? Do you see that like my shape has like disconnected? Why is that? Why have you stopped? Why did you decide that that was no longer, you weren't gonna add yourself anymore to the shape? Like it's completely not working. That's weird. Eating a bone? Yeah, he's, what are you doing over there, buddy? I don't know what he's doing. I can't see. If he has a bone, it's on the other side. This looks like it's completely separate, and I don't know what happened. Like, no blending is happening anymore. It was looking really nice. Now it just looks weird. Do I need to change it on this object? Alright, well, do that, I guess. Yeah, this is seemingly having no bearing whatsoever. That's cool. I don't actually want this to blend. I want this to be a separate shape. It looks kind of like an oven mitt, less like a glove, more like an oven mitt. That's fine. Clever's still talking about eggs. So is Dion. bliss. You get HelloFresh. My parents do that, and they seem to like it. Alright, this is where things are going to get weird, because I have no good idea how to go about handling this. The shape that we need for the gloves is a wiggly line. And I'm tempted to draw a wiggly line from a top-down view and just have it be flat sitting on the surface. Because I don't know of any other way that I'm going to be able to add that in using the tools at my disposal here. I suppose the shoehorn, at least for the base, but then we'd have to do a lot of connecting individual pieces and parts and loops, and I don't love that. So, I think we're gonna do a top-down view of this character. So that the loopy lines can sit on the surface. I don't know how else to do it. To be honest with you. And we're gonna bring that in as an SVG. The other kind of elephant in the room that we haven't addressed is this texture on the ice. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet either, but like one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Yeah, no. Textural things are really kind of the problems. Stian says they miscalculated or something, so we didn't have Norwegian butter for weeks. They had to import, which was kind of nice because the Danish have butter that's so good. Really? I know that, like, in the US at least, they have like different. There's a different percentage of like fat in American butter compared to like other countries. Like there's like a lower level of like minimum fat requirement, and so a lot of people like to buy European butter because it has a higher butter fat content because it's they have different requirements. Alright, so we're gonna just... I know this was way too large, so we're actually gonna scale it down. Maybe something like that size. Let's gross. And we're gonna do... The back, I'm just gonna let it be round. I think we're gonna do... Let's take a look at the top. If it comes around, it's gonna have to be like an oval shape. I think. Alphonse, what's going on? Are you having a time over there? I can hear you yelling. He's like whining over there slightly. Alright, we're gonna cut this shape. I'm gonna have it come around for the most part though. And we'll add some... I'm gonna make this be like, have loops. That's probably too many. Don't go crazy with it, Jack. Doesn't need to be. We don't need that. No, I do want to keep going that way. Okay, we'll go. Deep concentration, very thinking. I'm gonna have to look at these settings though, so next time we don't have to deal with the ads. I'm really sorry about the I don't know what I'm doing is really the answer. I'll get better at this, hopefully. I mean, I have to. I have a subscriber now. Stian is a subscriber, so I have to figure out what I'm doing on Twitch. Motivation. Motivation to figure out my life. What are the mitts? Oh, now everybody's talking about surviving the apocalypse. The inevitable. If I need to survive the apocalypse, I think I mentioned this before. I'm either gonna go visit Clever or Bliss. Those are my two choices. I don't know why I deleted that guideline. We're gonna keep that in. Alright. Bliss? Yeah, Bliss is always cooking something good. That's why I'm gonna go visit Bliss. I wanna, if, you know, there's always good food over there. Bliss is always cooking something good. Wade's asking if we're picking apocalypse spells. Yeah, because everybody's talking about like preserving and canning and all. There's like food chat is happening, but like about homesteading. And so I'm saying right now, if the apocalypse is gonna happen, I'm gonna go hang out with Clever's got, you know, the source, and Bliss is cooking, right? So that's just what it's gonna be. You can get to me first, Jack, and then we'll head to Clever's and pool resources. Yeah, that's exactly how it's gonna go. I'm gonna head to Bliss. We're gonna go to Clever. I can't provide you anything. I have no skills to offer. I don't have any. I can draw you pictures. I don't know if that. Yeah, Corey can bring his ferment. I have Corey to offer, which is that's it. I'm completely relying on other people's skills to help me survive the apocalypse. All right, I don't know how this is one of those things where it's like we're just gonna see how this goes. I don't have much confidence here. Did I lock this? I did. But it's fine. I don't know what this is gonna do when we try to bring it in. They made a term in terms of crisis. Oh, basically, the government recommend having a friend you can team up with food, water, heat, etc. Well, when we were looking at when we were gonna move, when we were gonna buy a house, move to Chicago, I will tell you that if you are looking at houses, most websites have like climate thing or whatever, where it tells you like, is your house at risk of flooding in the next however long, or like extreme heat. So we're gonna call this Armstring. So that's a thing that we can all look forward to. So you can find out if the area you're moving to is going to be affected by climate change. In the next, whatever, however many years. Sean's back. Yeah, I like the environmental on-health searches, especially the flood. But that's a thing now. So, I mean... I didn't realize that, wait, hold on. Did Rick join? Or are we just talking about Rick? A bit, anyway, the energy ratings. Yeah, they will also tell you, like, based on, like, what has been, if, the, like, what updates have been done to your house. Or the house you're looking at. Alright, there's our weird line. I don't know that that's gonna work. But we're, we'll give it a chance. If you hold down shift, you can snap it in increments. We need to bring that way down. There's a string for our gloves. I actually got the scale pretty good, I would say, for the most part. I wish it was, let's see. Let's do an inflate on it. And scale it a little bit more. I have to go into the edit. I don't like that I have to go into a separate, like, edit shape mode just to change the... Alright. Now I can't even find it. Maybe I've scaled it too much. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's fine. It's not what I wanted. But it might be what we have to live with for the time being. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to go this way. We need to tilt it up so that the gloves have a place to attach. We also need to rotate it. Hold on. Hold on. We need to rotate it around so it matches up with our face. No, come on. Why is Bliss alive? Wait, what's happening? The chat is off the rails. Honestly, I don't know what y'all are talking about now. Sarah's headed out. Bye, Sarah. Thanks for hanging out. All right. I am trying to. I'm not gonna try to keep up with you. Y'all are on something. I can't tell what's happening anymore. I'm just gonna finish this off and oh, it's already 10 too. Oh boy. We did not make as much progress today as we did the last time, I would say. And that's on me. Because I don't know what I'm doing. All I can say is, at least we're having fun. I think we're having fun. We're learning new skills. Life skills. Or something. We're learning about 3D. So, yeah. I will tell you a fun story, a story right before I leave, because I think it's important sometimes. So, when I was in school and I was learning 3D, and it was difficult. Oh, I hear Al whining. Poor Al. Why? Why did you just randomly scale? Sometimes I don't understand. I had someone who was my classmate, who was, you know, in the same class as me, learning 3D together, and we had no idea what we were doing. So she was like, we're all kind of working in the lab together one day. It turned out nice, guys. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. I don't know where, but we're getting there. And you know, that's pretty good. There's something weird going. I can't tell if like this is too tall or what. Like if I need to bring all this down. I'm hoping it'll look better once we add the topping if we ever get there. But if not, we might have to like. I think I need to scale that. Bring this all down. I'm gonna do that now while I tell you the story. So she was working on her 3D project once, and she was like, I don't know what's wrong with my project. Like nothing looks right. It's not working. She had modeled only in one viewport. So when she rotated the camera around, everything only looked correct in like one view. So I'm telling you this because I just want to emphasize that like I can relate to the struggle of learning how to do this stuff for the first time, and not really understanding 3D space. It's not something that like always comes easy, and so say like if you've ever like just remember that like it's not always easy. So she created her whole thing in one perspective and never rotated the camera, and everything was like, and she's like, I can't get it to line up now, and as soon as she rotated the camera, everything was kind of like not connected. So, anyways, I don't know if that. I feel like just try to remember that. Try to remember that you cheeks may need to be lowered. Yeah, we need to. This is my point in all this is I know this is my first project in Neo, and so I have managed your expectations. I know that there's probably like a lot of things that after I finish this I will have learned that I will do differently on my next project. This is the trial run to learn how to use the software, you know? Wade says, first time I used 3D Max, I did that with a bunch of pre-built items. I cracked up realizing what I had done. Yeah, don't get attached to your first projects of anything. You know? So Wade, you come from a 3D Studio Max background too. I just feel like the way that 3D Studio Max functioned when I learned it, like when I first learned 3D Studio Max, the way that you 3D model in 3D Studio Max is by applying a lot of modifiers to things, or like, you know, it's a lot of menus. And nowadays it's not like that at all. It's all like node based and like attached. It's still modifiers, but like the way that you do things is just so vastly different than the way that I had learned. And that learning curve is just not something I enjoy getting over a second time in life. Like I struggled to learn how to use 3D the first time around, and now. I mean, I think I prefer these days. I prefer Maya over 3D Studio Max. I don't know if people are still even using 3D Studio Max these days. I don't know. But I'm certainly not a 3D. I don't come to me with 3D work. I'm not a 3D person. It's something that I learned how to do, and I vowed to never do it again. But it's something I really want to learn how to do. I have like a very contentious love-hate relationship with 3D work. So I'm glad you all enjoying the process, and I hope I can inspire you to try to do things that you don't think you like doing, because you never know. Maybe after this we'll do some Photoshop painting, because why not? Why not just tackle all the things that Jack isn't good at? um, yeah, it's still node based, but tools today let you sculpt way more, so it's way more intuitive. I did a project I'm very proud of that I got to work on was a 3D embryogenesis project, and I sculpted all of those models. Oh my gosh, this was very, very long time ago. It was my first like job out of college. It was an internship I had out of college. It was my junior year of college. And I did these, what were they? They were like painting blend shapes or something. Anyways, I painted all of these, and I had to like keep track of all the points, right? So like we went from like each stage so that they transitioned perfectly, but when they animated between each stage, it was a pain. It was maxillofacial development, so it was like just the primarily like the face and jaw features. But I'm very proud of that project, even though I could probably not do it again today. I've just lost those skills. It's just not something I've kept up with. So anyways, exposure therapy. Penny, I know what you're talking about because I've done that. Oh my god, animating through blend modes is tough. That was because there were no other options at the time. This was like 20, it wasn't even 2010, I don't think. This would have been like 2009. Let me think. Yeah, this would have been like 2009. Maya 2009 was when I was doing that. But what I couldn't afford, like, look, you guys, when I was in college, I couldn't afford a pen tablet, a Wacom tablet. So I was at the mercy of like the studios. That's why I never got like really good at like Photoshop painting, even though it was like a huge part of my curriculum. I was like, I just have to get fast at painting, not good, because I don't have access to, the tools. So I had like a pen that I would like, a pen, and I would go into this and use the studio computers that had tablets, but you had to bring your pen. So I had like a pen for a tablet, but not my own tablet. So I didn't have one until after I graduated. I had a student license of Adobe software, but like Maya, Studio Max, I couldn't afford that. Like that was like way outside of what I could afford when I graduated. So after I graduated, I just had no access to those tools, and so I never was able to keep up with the skills that I had learned, because it ended up not being a focus of my like what I did after I graduated. I did more illustrating, so 3D kind of fell by the wayside. There was a mad scramble to try and figure out the best rigs for faces, bodies, etc. If I never have to rig a character ever again, I will be satisfied with my life. I never understood the proper way to do. There's two things I never really understood how to do, even after taking the classes, and that was I never understood UV mapping. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just a logic puzzle in my mind that I can't understand. Like, if someone could make AI to handle that, that'd be great. Like, help me in that way. AI can help me with UV mapping, because I don't understand it, and I hate it. That and rigging characters is... I probably learned the most about rigging characters from using Rubber Hose in After Effects. That was clear to me, but like rigging characters in 3D, it's like one of those things. It's like, so I guess for me, it's hard for me to visualize how to, like, UVs are hard for me to visualize. Rigging a character is hard for me to visualize, and it's one of those things that like you have to do it, and then you don't know if you're successful until it doesn't work, kind of things. So I struggle with that. How about Animate, Jack? Like, Adobe Animate? I've actually done projects in Animate before. It's fine. I actually, my thesis project in college when I graduated was actually a Flash project. So I'm very familiar with that environment. I mean, obviously Flash became Animate, and it doesn't kind of work. It works similarly. I actually did a few projects actually in between too. If you remember, before we went from Flash to Animate, there was Flash to Adobe Edge to Animate, and I did a couple of Edge projects too. Wade is saying, fun fact, shot sculpting blend modes for already animated scenes still have a lot of 3D characters are saved from visual intersection in film/game cutscenes. I don't actually think you wouldn't actually be able to even use the so unfortunately the Embryogenesis project, I'd probably be able to find video of it. It's probably somewhere on my website, but it was also done in Flash. So like the idea was that they were going to be able to rotate around the model as it was animating, which was like a thing that you couldn't really do back in the web. So it was like a web app that you could rotate around. And so it was done in Flash too. I think there was an effort by after we graduated, like after Flash was dead and gone, to update it. I don't know if that ever saw the light of day. Basically take the animation stuff that I did and like combine it with like take it out of Flash and make a new interface for the rotation part of it. But also, fun fact, not that I want to, we're like way over time, but we also had to animate the textures for those. The textures for those had to be animated too, to follow the movements, because they had color labels. So they had like labels you could turn on and off for like different, to indicate different areas of like, this is where the like palette comes down, right? Like the different shape forms that eventually merge to form like the nose and the palette and mouth. And so the textures had to be animated along with that as well. So it was a cool project. I couldn't do it these days. I don't have the skills, which is kind of a shame, but that's okay. I like drawing stuff. I got burnt out on that kind of work too. I've talked a little bit about this before, but like the medical illustration industry as a whole, like what I was working in, I eventually worked in the like textbook industry. It's production art, and it's very fast paced, and it's hard. I mean, the budgets are really low. And not even like the budgets, but like the time you have allocated to do the work is really, really, it's like very tight turnarounds. It's just exhausting. So a lot of people get burnt out with 3D. Yeah, I feel that. I got burnt out with illustration too. So I had to kind of like come back to it after I left that whole world and like say like, what do I want to do with this? Like, what do I enjoy doing? And kind of like basically do that to get over this feeling of like, I hate illustration and I hate 3D and I never want to be an artist ever again after I left that industry. How do I like get through that and like learn to make peace? And I think I'm getting there. Especially, I mean, tools like Neo are helping me get there with 3D. I feel more burnt out. I think I'm less enthusiastic about 3D as I have been about illustration, but I'm grateful I never had to typeset a textbook. Textbooks are so dense. Well, it's actually not that I want to, we're so over time. Most of the time when you typesetting a textbook it's more like InDesign styles. So you have everything kind of like styled and then you just pour the content in. So it's not a lot of like manual typesetting. It's more like setting everything up so that when you pour the content in, it flows into the layout. It's a lot less like manually typesetting and more like adjusting, if that makes sense. Oh, ads. You probably just missed everything that I said. So Clever says styles are boring. It is what it is. It is what it is. Unless you get to work on a fun project. So unless you get to work on a project that's like got really interesting page layout. So whenever someone sends me InDesign files without characters and paragraph styles, I pray inside for their downfall. Yeah, I was also working in that industry when it was like very tumultuous, and there was like this huge transition period from like print primarily to print first to digital first, which was a whole other thing entirely, and like trying to figure out what we were doing in terms of like making EPUBs and stuff like that. Anyways, I think that's enough about my past life for today. I don't know if Sarah still works in that industry, so I'm sure she's way more familiar with what the textbook industry is like these days. But anyways, I'm gonna sign off. I gotta go take Al to his first day of doggy daycare today. He gets to go hang out with some dogs. So I'll be back. I don't know. We'll be back working on this. I don't know if it'll be. I probably won't stream over the weekend. I'll probably just stream next Friday. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out my schedule. I'd like to be able to get back to like 2 days a week, but for now, I think it's gonna be just Fridays are the most I can commit to. And it might be easier since Al's going to doggy daycare once a week, hopefully, but we'll see. And then also, I'm hosting the Illustrator challenges in March. So if you want to come hang out with me for those, I'll remind you a couple of times about that heading into the future. I'm gonna raid Jane, yeah. I saw that Jane went live, so, oh. My computer was like, you've talked too much, I'm gonna disappear. Let's switch to my screen. I don't know why we're still looking at this guy anyways. So, yeah, Illustrator challenges, and you'll mod Roller Troll. I mean, I'm not always guaranteed to mod that. I've just been fortunate to be able to do that every time. So, yeah, and hopefully we get more Wade. I don't know what the future is like. I don't know, do we have one more Wade? You'll have to let us know if there's one more episode of that. Anyways, you're requesting me for that? Okay. Well, I will gladly always moderate. There's one on Monday. All right, everybody go watch Roller Troll on Monday. With Wade, and I will be there. It must continue, yeah, for sure. I agree, Penny. I think Wade would appreciate all the support as well if you tune in on Monday. I'm gonna raid Jane, if y'all want to stick around for that. Otherwise, I'll see everybody in Umacorn's chat probably this weekend, and let me make sure I've got Jane. It's the Jane. Hang on. The Jane. Alright, I will, oh no, it didn't like that. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Raid. Spelling is hard. Thank you for saving the day, Corey. Yeah, from the, blinding sun. Alright. Oh, we can't raid Jane. Jane's raid settings don't allow raids, so we're gonna have to just, if you want to go watch Jane, you're gonna have to join on your own. It looks like that Fiend is live again, so I'll send y'all over there. I know that's they're good folks, so let's see. How do I... their name is so weird. Is that an I? F-I-3? ND _? Okay, we're gonna send y'all over there. Oh my gosh, it doesn't work. Oh yes, it did. It worked. Alright, goodbye everybody. I hope you have a great weekend if I don't see you. Otherwise, I'll see you next Friday. Alright, bye everyone.